Anyway, so back to this game, guys. Eh? So, you know, a loss to Calgary is not such a big deal in the end, right? We're still on top, I believe. Got a bit of room there. You know, we get to try out Rittich. Let's go with Rittich for now, but I swear I'd like it to be Rittich if he's cool with that. If that actually is his name. It might be a possibility. Anyways, you know, it was good to see the drama of him going up against his old team. And I saw someone say earlier, who said it, I forget now, said it seemed like kind of a boring game. And you know what? For a moment there, I kind of agree with you. For a moment there during the game, I was thinking, is this a boring game or am I missing something? And sure enough, what I was missing was defensive block shots and stuff on both sides and just missed opportunities on net and stuff too. Okay, because for like most of the game, the shots were so low. By the end, it was kind of okay, an okay total for both teams. But halfway through the game, I mean, they were, you know, what are we looking at? Under 10 shots for both teams, something like that. And it's like, you know, why does this feel so boring? Are they not getting offensive opportunities? And then you see the shot attempts, and all night the shot attempts basically doubled the shots. Okay, by the end when they were getting like 20, 21 shots and stuff.
And his name is John C.
It kills me. Oh, thanks for that, Steelers. Thanks. But yeah. Sorry, but yeah, you look at the shot attempts, and they were up over 40 when they were getting 20 shots on net, both teams. So that equals blocked shots that we weren't really noticing because they were just well done. That means we were seeing missed nets because, you know, they were forcing shooters to the outside, taking bad lanes, forcing them to make desperation shots on both sides. This is what was happening. And this is what I mean, where even me, someone who appreciates the defensive side of the game as much as I do, I still miss so much of this stuff. They're on another level when teams like this play, man. They're on another level, okay? Now, some of that is a little bit of lack of talent in spots, right? But they were equally matched in that area, and they were equally matched in their defensive efforts as well, too. Calgary played a pretty good defensive game. And other than one really bad shift for the Leafs, right? Leaving that backdoor pass wide open, right? Lucic, right? First goal of the game, I believe. Guys, backdoor passes like that, wide open. I mean, if I can't get away with that in the NHL 21 game, all right, you can't get away with that on the real NHL. That just looks so bad. Everyone puck watching. Man, it's just guys sitting here, wide open. I think he even went like this. Like, he had time to go like, hey, now pass it to me now, I'm ready. And nobody even knew he was there. You know, I don't even think Rittich knew he was there, but it's not his job to know. It's his job to follow the puck. As the last line of defense, your goalie in that situation, I don't care. It's his job to follow the puck and only the puck. That's it, right? The D have to pick up a guy like that in front of the net, you know, and that was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad moment, and it goes to what I was saying before about how if you played perfectly defensively every game, but started every game with your goalie pulled until you gave up a goal, no one would care about how good defense you played throughout the whole game. They'd be sitting there going, why did you pull the goalie, right? At the beginning of the game. So that's what I try to equate it to with a mistake like that, where it's like, sure, it's one mistake, and otherwise a pretty good defensive game, but that one mistake was so bad, you might as well have just pulled the goalie on it. You know what I mean? That's how wide open it was. It was a wide open net, uncontested. So, you know, until you stop puck watching, all right, until you really start getting an idea of who's out there, you know, watching guys, figuring out the numbers. No defenseman in the NHL should be standing in front of his own net, not covering somebody without at least looking around 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? Like periodically, every 2 seconds, you should be looking around going, okay, when is someone getting here? Don't worry about the pass. Who cares about the pass? If you're alone out there, the guy in the corner with the puck, he's got to pass to you anyways. Your boy's attacking him. Stop watching him. Who cares? You want to be looking around going, okay, who's breaking in now? Who's coming in? Someone is going to be in front of that net soon. And that's all it takes. And a guy like Lucic can't be over there sitting off to the side and banging that one in. It wouldn't happen, you know? So there was that. That was a pretty bad moment. And I know a lot of you, because I'm talking about Lucic now, are going to talk to me about the fight against Sabrin, right? A lot of people like laughing at Lucic because he had a busted up thing here. Oh, he's bleeding, so he lost. Guys, he did not lose that fight. He did not lose that fight. These are hockey fights, guys. You know what I mean? Especially up and around the eye area. You've got helmets, you've got visors. Nobody even saw that. I believe Sabrin got a little dice right there too. It just wasn't bleeding everywhere from the visor. You know, that's what happens a lot of times in these fights. Some part of either a glove, stitch, or who knows what probably caught Rittich right up here. It's really thin there, guys. It's really thin there, and it busts open. Right? Now, I give Sabrin all the credit for standing up to this guy and trying to, you know, get one going there. That was nice, especially on a big night for Luch like that. 1,000 games, gotta give respect to that. No matter how much I dislike his style of play, he's played 1,000 games in the NHL, and I'm a guy in my basement. So, you know what I mean? Milestones like that are always worth celebrating. So, congratulations, Luch, on that. But straight up, Sabrin did not own that fight. He got that one quick punch at the beginning, and that's the one that split him. He got maybe two, maybe three more as it was going along. But that fight was pretty much all Luch. He had him, man. Something might have been bothering Luchich's hand or something like that, okay? Because there was a few times where I felt like he could have been wailing and he was holding back. He just kind of wanted to get the fight over with a little bit. Like, make a good look of it. You don't want to look like you're just bowing out. But I don't think he really wanted to fight that badly. So, you know... I don't think Luch lost that fight. If you look, I mean, he's muscular. He's got Sabrin, you know, so tightly that, like, I don't know. It just felt like he was controlling the whole thing to me. That's me. Now, don't get me wrong. You still get to be a little chirpy about the little cut there. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? If you're Sabrin in that penalty box, if you end up sitting beside this guy, you know, from then on, if Luch starts yapping at you, then you know what I mean? You just, oh, yeah, buddy. You know what I mean? You do get to hold that over him in the game, but as us fans, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be super pumped about that. It was a good show. I'd say that. It was a good show, right? So between that and that, 2 moments for Lucic right there, that kind of spoiled our fun a little bit there, huh? You know what I mean? And then Gaudreau to win it like that, jeez. I mean, he's lightning fast sometimes, you know, and the hands, and you know, it's one of those things. Rittich could have faced him like 1,000 times in practice and still get beat every time he comes in. It just happens sometimes, you know what I mean? It can be that bad. You know, when I would play pickup on Friday nights and I'd fill in as goalie sometimes, okay, there was this one guy who every time I thought I had him figured out because he'd pull some superstar move on me, right? He would just throw another variation. He would change some detail of it and end up in a completely other side of the net. And, you know, it didn't matter which way I went. It really didn't. It didn't matter what I thought he was going to do. This guy owned me. And I'm sure even on the NHL level, sometimes that can happen, especially when you're on the same team as each other for so long. Even if it's for one season, you know, it's a lot of practice. A lot of practice with the same dudes. So, you know, poor Rittich. I would have liked to see the Leafs get one, obviously. Not just because I'm a Leafs fan, I want to see them win. But because Rittich was there trying to, like, you know, battle back against his former club. You know, it sucks that they didn't get it for him. You know, it would have been nice. And I'm sure he's kind of ticked about it. But maybe that's what he's going to need, you know? And certainly, I hope he looks at this and says he doesn't need to feel bad about anything to do with Calgary, okay? Because, you know, we wanted him here is why he's here. You know, it's not that Calgary wanted to get rid of him. You know, they would have for the sake of improving their team. Obviously, that's what they did. You know what I mean? But I don't think Calgary disliked Rittich, right? It's just Toronto wanted him more, and we're willing to offer Calgary something they need more than one goalie right now, you know? So at least he gets to feel good about that. This is not a trade where he's being dished. He's being dumped. He's being moved around because nobody wants him. This was a trade that he gets to come here because we want him. We think he's going to be a good fit for what we're doing. When I say we, I just mean Dubas and company. I don't know. I'm just guessing, you know? But that's what a statement like that seems like to me. So even though he didn't get the W tonight, you know, let his former team have it. Who cares? It's Lucci's big night. That's probably a good storyline anyways, right? That's probably a bigger storyline than just, you know, Rittich trying to battle back like that. So all things said, hey, Calgary, you know, you still got a chance at this, man. Maybe you can knock Montreal out, make a run for it or something like that. Huh? So all you Habs fans, you better be scared of them out there, man, not me. Don't worry about me and my blue and white right now, right? If you're a Habs fan right now, you should be thinking flame, 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 fire, burning. Don't get burned, okay? That's not what you want, Habs fans. So back off me for a little bit, maybe, eh? No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so that's where I'm at with all that. Not a great game, not a bad game. I think there were some goods, some bads, some plus, some minus. You know, in the end, didn't get the W. not really too concerned. We're still missing Nylander, and then all the guys we got in the trades and stuff. We got to wait for them to clear the quarantines and stuff. So, you know, just get through it. It'll be all right. I promise you. Okay. And that's what I had to say about that. Now I want to see what you guys have to say. And for anyone on YouTube, man, you just keep missing out. I don't know what to say. You know, you keep missing out on these things. You got to come out live on Twitch. Otherwise, you just miss out. You're not one of these cool people right here. All these cool people. All right. All right. So what are you guys saying then? Okay. Quick before you go, I want to remind you, I'm also on Twitch after every Leafs game just talking about what happened. It's seriously blowing up way bigger than the gaming stuff, so if you like NHL but you also like talking hockey, come on out after every Leafs game, only on Twitch.